Can I interest you in some fine goods from Morrowind? Everything I've got on display, really. Keep your eyes to the road.
Gems, potions, exotic ingredients, I have it all.
Hey! Wait for me.
I had another run.
I heard about these hot springs. People bathe in them all the time. The water is meant to have rejuvenating properties. Hey, You never know, they might help with the pain with my back. You know, the scars. What's to mind? We're both girls, right? It'll be like a sleepover. Come on. I'm so looking forward to this. Yeah, they're quite something, right? Courtesy of my stay in Haven. Mm-hmm. Sometimes. I have to lay on my side when I sleep. Uh-huh. Must have someone looking after me. A guardian angel or something. Hey, I'll tell you about it sometime. Hey, do you shave your legs? I never shave my legs or wear makeup. I never really had a chance to get all ladylike. Well, what about you? I mean, well, I think you're pretty. Yeah, you look badass. Do you shave under your armpits too? I don't. Look. Ew. What? So men might notice you? By the gods. You know, it's better than I thought. Although the giants and mammoths might put off tourists. Hey, come on. Let's go sit by the fire. Hey, you know what? I think it might have helped with the pain with my back. You know, the scars. Yeah, I think I'm good. You know, she used to travel to the Imperial City sometimes to get things we didn't have in Bruma. And I would beg her to take me with her so I could get out of my sword and combat training. She just couldn't say no. And she would make up any old rubbish excuse and my father lapped it up. He knew she was lying. He would give us that look. But he loved her so much. She had him in the palm of her hand. We would go shopping and listen to the bards and minstrels playing in the streets, and sometimes I would just go sit in the library and read everything I could get my hands on for hours and hours till she came and got me. We could finally take off our fur coats for once, and I remember I would look up and let the sunshine warm my face. I would try on some of the linen dresses, and she would buy me a special treat. The summer in Cyrodiil. So green. So timeless. Oh, how I miss all that. I just need to know, you know, if she's still alive. So, you're a dragonborn, right? Oh, har har. That's cute. You really are too much. Okay, let's move on.
I seem to be a bit lost. I wonder if you could help me. Oh, the name's Tabuku. Or Mr. Tibbs, if you like. sorry for any inconvenience. You see, my sister's daughter, she hasn't been too well, and it's her birthday.
Careful, Guardian. But he might be genuinely lost. Go see what he wants and try to help.
Hey there, little lady. How about helping out poor old Mr. Tibbs' niece? Well, this is a bit embarrassing. I seem to have lost my way. I was hoping to bump into someone. Are you hunting and fishing out here in these parts, or just traveling through? Yeah, well, it's a dangerous place around here, especially for two good-looking ladies like you. But you see, my legs get tired after a long walk. I broke my leg in 3 places a couple of years back. I see what you did there. But seriously, my sister's little girl, she isn't so well either. She suffers from a rare condition and it's hereditary. My cousin's auntie's uncle's nephew always had problems when he lifted his arms past his nipples. Hurt like hell. Yeah, well, like I was saying, the little girl. Hey, maybe your little friend over there might have some good advice.
Sure, I'll help. What do you want to know?
Yeah, thought as much. It's her, boss. Come on. We're gonna be rich.
Over here.
Come on! I dare you!
You won't get the best of me.
I cannot best you.
Now that's how it's done.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. Okay.
You come here where you're not wanted. You eat our food, you pollute our city with your stink, and you refuse to help the Stormcloaks.
We haven't taken a side because it's not our fight.
Hey, maybe the reason these Greyskins don't help in the war is because they're Imperial spies.
Imperial spies?
Hi, lady. Would you like to buy some flowers?
I hate
Please?
this place. No wonder the Empire's
Not much, but I hope you like them. They're dead. My mama died when I was little.
This little girl is
I
going
don't
to
remember
freeze
her
to
very
death.
well.
Come
My father
on,
was a
Dragonborn,
Stormcloak soldier.
At least buy
One
some
day
of her
he left
flowers
and
so she can
didn't come
afford
back.
a meal in a warm
I'm all
place for the
alone.
night. Please.
I try to sell flowers so I can buy food. It's not much, but what else can I do? Really? Do you have a place I could live? Oh, wow. Are you sure? You really wouldn't mind? Yay! Thanks, Mama. I promise I'll be the best daughter ever. I need to get my things and say goodbye to everyone. I'll meet you at home. Thanks. Thanks so much.
You're a war hero, Gunwolf. Ulfric will listen to you.
It's not that simple. Ulfric wants Skyrim for the Nords. He doesn't trust what he calls outside.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Well met. Who wants to know? I may or may not. Depends. What do you want? Rings, trinkets, they come and go. You'll need to be more specific. Ah yes, I remember that ring. It was one of the many items I took for myself as payment for services rendered. You see, I worked there temporarily as a kitchen servant. Unfortunately, one night I made the broth too rich by adding some seared skeever meat in with the vegetables. The Thalmor spent 2 days racing each other to the latrines. Serves them right, arrogant fools. They told me I was lucky not to lose my head. Obviously they're no connoisseurs of fine cuisine, eh? Anyway, a shipment of crates arrived from the Solitude docks that afternoon. They contained fine clothes, jewellery, shoes, ornaments, even a pile of rags. But what I found most disturbing was the chains and shackles. It was obvious to me that these items were from slavers in way of payment for the Thalmor to ignore illegal mining operations. In Empire-controlled provinces, right under their stupid Imperial noses. There was something, but it will cost you the price of helping me get out of this rat hole and returning home. Give me some gold. The rest of the story will give you what you're looking for, and must be worth something. Now then, where was I? Ah yes, I was rifling through the pockets of the clothing, as you do, when I noticed a list. My heart skipped a beat when I realised on the list were the names of the poor wretches the belongings had come from, and where they'd been sent. Men, women, and even children, taken from the provinces by pirates and slave masters. That's the Thalmor for you, with their usual bureaucratic thoroughness for fine details. Filthy dogs. The gold and silver and anything else of value was stripped from the crates, and they arranged for them to be taken to Northwatch Harbour. I grabbed what I could and hightailed it out of there. What you seek is on the slavers list. The person you seek who owned this ring will be on it, and where they were taken to. Yeah, it's located in a ravine on the Iraq border. You can't access it from land, all clandestine-like. But I knew of a guy who worked there as a skivvy. The Thalmor would send him to take food and meat to hide mercs and bandits that guarded a secret entrance into the harbour from land. Head to the border with Iraq, then make your way down the path. You'll see some ruins of an old Imperial fort. Look for an old well in the undergrowth. It will lead you into the harbour, but be careful. It might still be guarded. If I were you, I would make sure this list is passed on to the authorities. This kind of abomination needs to be stopped. I would love to see the Thalmor squirm out of this one. Good day to you.
Farm work is hard work.
Okay,
It's good to relax
what's the
when I
plan?
can.
Do you know where
I
this
still
place
have to listen
is?
to my brothers harping about injustices. Of course, working for Beaufrida isn't my first choice. But what else can a Dunmer do out here?
Okay, what's the plan? Do you know where this place is? Great, let's go find that list. Why shouldn't I be? Why are you so concerned how I feel? Has someone been talking about me behind my back? Thought what? Don't you assume you know how I feel? What is it? You want to go on alone and leave me here? In this dump? Hey, why don't you stay here and I'll just go kill them all myself and get that stupid list. Hey, I don't need no dragonborn babysitting me. I can take care of myself. Ever since the age of 14, I've had my life ripped apart. I've suffered alone and there was no one there for me. No one. Hey. I'm sorry too. I'm also cold. And I'm hungry. And I'm tired. Can we find somewhere warm and go eat? What about that inn in the square? Maybe I do need to talk about what happened to me. But not here. Just so you know, I really like having you around.
Stupid dog.
Hold up! Come on in. We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Be on the lookout. The butcher could be around any corner. Hello, Captain! Can you spare a moment? I heard something the other day I wanted to share with you.
What did you hear?
It was an old...
Spare a coin for a poor old woman, milady. The divine smile on a charitable soul.
Come on in. We've got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds. Captain, have you heard these stories of dragons?
Elda, you know better than to believe every idiot traveler that wanders.
How can Elda hate the Dark Elves when she knows so little about them?
That he's in league with them.
Think about how ridiculous that sounds. Come now.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
Our hero claims a warrior's heart. I tell you, the dragon...
Where do I start?
With a voice wielding...
No, I really do. I do need to talk about what happened back then.
Don't bother.
Especially now that I know it wasn't just a random thing.
He's always up in the palace with
A lot of the memory is broken.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I think it was just my way of dealing with it all.
It's been better.
I was only a young girl. It wasn't long after my 14th birth year when they came for my dad. Yeah, that's quite something, right? No, never. He would get quite annoyed if I asked about that. I remember he would always give me a sword too heavy to practice with, but he insisted. And when I just got used to it, he would give me another one. He would say to me, "Rigmor, you may not know it now, but I do this because I won't always be there for you and your mom. You are the only child, and you must be as much a son as a daughter. You must be strong. You are Nord." I still hate myself, you know, for not being there for him. Some son I turned out to be, huh? They were supposed to let us go. You know, after he agreed to their terms. They separated me from my mom after that. I haven't seen her since. I'll never forgive the Empire for turning their backs on us. No, they treated us well. It was after the extradition that it all went bad. Okay, they kept their promise to spare our lives, but just barely. It became a living hell. I was to become a slave. I had no rights, no life. I had no hope, and I was scared. And I remember asking myself over and over, why can't I just go home? No! I need this. I wouldn't do what they wanted, so they beat me. Gah! No! The stupid Bosmer, of course. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. I was sent to Valenwood to work on a farm. There was this Bosmer and his 2 sons. What assholes they were. I remember a high-ranking Justicar would come visit every now and then to check on me. Of course, now it's all clear, but then he would tell them that if they touched me, you know, he would have their disgusting, lowly, worthless heads removed and placed on spikes.
This one's a favorite of
So the slavers beat me instead. But that bastard had me flogged like a dog. Yeah, I almost broke the slave master's neck. They didn't understand, but I was brought up a true Nord fighter. My dad always told me it was better to live one day as a warrior than a lifetime as a coward. It would be the last time they raised their hand against me. I was placed in Thalmor custody where they flogged me with their whips. Didn't want to dirty their hands, they said. I don't remember anything much after that. Until I awoke in a clean, soft bed. I thought I was in Sovereign Guard at first, but then the pain. Yeah, I love him deeply. He's like a father to me. Oh my. Yeah, don't tell him though. He'll growl at me. Yeah, didn't you know Khajiit growl when they get mad? Oh my. I think I'm done talking now. Yeah, I'm ready. Let's go do this.
This one's a favorite of mine. A legend we all know and love.
Captain!
What is it
This
now?
here's Candlehearth Hall. Great rooms upstairs, and there's a bed for rent on the ground floor.
Don't you think all your tramping around there investigating... will
Sure
have
thing.
something to do
It's
with
yours for a day. Enjoy your stay.
Perhaps.
And don't break
But
nothing.
still,
It's curious.
I could use a drink.
It's everything I could have hoped for. I know it's not much, but I found a few pretty things. They're in the chest in my room. If you see anything you like, please, take it. You've done so much for me. It's the least I can do.
I'm right behind you. Still here. I will be back at your house if you need me, Thane.
This should be good.
I could sink a yard of ale right now.
life is nothing. She begs you to go to Riverwood and save the young one. This one thanks you. She is not used to such kindness. But you must hurry to Riverwood and save the young one. The elves must not get her, or this one risked her life for nothing. This one is resourceful. She will manage, but you must hurry and find the young one. Hey!
Out of my way, stranger.
Come on in. Let me know if you need anything. Or take a seat by the fire and I'll send someone over.
I'm sorry, but I'm terribly busy at the moment. Why the hostility, friend? If it's about my specialty wares, I'm afraid I'm sold out until sometime next week. Are you going to enslave her? I'm not sure. I don't know where to find her. Oh gods, don't hurt me! She's behind the inn. She comes at dusk.
Have you ever seen anything like it?
No, never. How does she look? So human.
And just who the hell are you? Back off. This one's mine. Watch your tongue or I'll cut it for you. All right, then.
Don't
You
say I
asked
didn't
for
warn
it.
you.
Get
You never should have come here.
Don't forget to search this one too. She didn't ask for your help. Leave her alone.
Come on in. Just stoke the fire. Take a seat and get the cold out.
Did you find her? Well, that's good. I'd hate for something to happen to her. I believe so. She doesn't even talk to the innkeep. Just gets her food and leaves. Of course, friend. And if you ever require my wares, seek me out. I'll see about a discount for you.
You there. I'm
I'm looking for an unusual Khajiit. Have you seen her? Don't get smart with me. You would not be able to mistake this one. Now be a good dog and tell me everything you know. I've had enough of this. Make an example of this one. I'm going back to headquarters.
Never should have. You're messing with the wrong girl.
I've had enough of you.
Give it your best shot.
She saw what you did. You didn't turn her in. Why? So you only helped her because the elves are mean? What about the bandits then? She is not so helpless. She has claws and a dagger. She killed one of them and their dog. Exactly. If she hadn't cut down their numbers and tired them out, they would have overwhelmed even you. Her story, she doesn't know. Not even her name. Why can she not remember anything? What does she know? There was a kind elder that helped her. But with what? After that, she was running. Briars, bushes, dogs. Loud dogs barking after her. She hates dogs. She means she was terribly angry at them. They made her mad, but she had to run because it was raining, and she hates being wet. She's not scared of anything terrible. She found some shelter, an old tower, and spent maybe a week there, hiding from the rain. Don't laugh at her. When the rain had stopped, she left from there and ran until she ended up here in this town. She remembers a satchel. She left it in the tower because she was in a hurry. Maybe that can tell her who she is. You can take her there, and she will keep you safe from the mean old doggies around there. Lead the way.
Never should have come.
Spin you alive. Not you. Just a scratch.
A new hand touches the beacon. Listen, hear me and obey. A foul darkness has seeped into my temple. A darkness that you will destroy. Return my beacon to Mount Kilcreath, and I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light.
Dirty rats. Stop shoving, would you? Let's go, eh? Well, what did the note say? Don't keep her waiting, and hurry, would you? Risi. She likes it. It's a very pretty name and fitting for her, no? But she still does not remember. A ring! Give it to her! This, she remembers it belongs to her, and that it's special, somehow. No, nothing. She gives up. The ring has no hint and she cannot remember. But she knows her name now. Risi. What has she told you about that flattery? It gets you nothing. But it is nice of you to notice. talking from a ring? Now she knows you have gone insanely crazy. Oh, she understands. Then quick, let's find the jeweler so she can remember about herself. She hates when water gets into her ears.
Come on in. We got warm food, warm drinks, and warm beds.
Oh, hey there. I saw that Khajiit girl leave with you. How's she doing? How would I do that? Skilled merchant I may be, but certainly not a restorer of memories. May I see it? My, that is unusual. Okay, I think I may know someone who can help you. However, you'll need to leave the ring in my care for a few days while I go to find him. The company he keeps is less than reputable. You understand? Normally I wouldn't do that, but given the circumstances, alright. His name is Salthazar, and he belongs to the Thieves Guild in Riften. Look for him in the Ragged Flagon. Always, take care.
We got rooms and food. Drink, too. I cook. Ain't much else to tell. Sure thing. It's yours for a day.
Hey, watch out! You squished my toe!
Huh?
You that gelding boy? Yes, father. Groom her too? You know I do. You know that much? Yes, father, I do. And I wanted her and I got fresh feed and refitted the old saddle. Just
Your secret is dead.
What happened?
Huh?